Hi everyone, welcome to Purple Care and my name is Vaishali Ashok. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys a super rose gold simple tutorial. Now to start off, I'm going to use Garnier's Anti-Wrinkle Lift Moisturizing Cream to set my base. Now moisturizer is very important if you want a proper base. So I'm just going to nicely and completely hydrate my skin and my neck. For lips, I'm going to use Nivea's Original Care to completely hydrate my lips as well. Now for foundation, I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Foundation in the shade 228 Soft Tan. And I'm going to obviously blend it out with the beauty blender because this makes sure that there's proper foundation left in my skin, especially when I'm going out. I don't want like full coverage, I want just normal to medium coverage. So that's why I like to use a beauty blender, and obviously this beauty blender is wet. You need to dip it in water, squeeze out the excess and make sure there's no water dripping. That's when you know your beauty blender is perfect for using. Now obviously you need to make sure that you push the foundation into your hairline, into your ears and also your neck and any other part that is exposed, because you don't want everything to be in different shades. This foundation is so seamless, so skin-like, and this is perfect for everyday use. Now for concealers, I'm going to use Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer. I'm in the shade 25 Medium. Now I don't use concealer to hide my spots. I'm just going to use it on my T-zone and under my eyes because I am obviously going to do an eye makeup. I'm using my beauty blender to just make sure to blend everything out completely and make it look all like one tone. Now to set everything in place, we need some sort of powder. You can use loose powder, compact powder or talcum powder. I use talcum powder, I swear by this method. So I'm using Pond's talcum powder and I'm just going to set especially the areas where I had applied concealer. Now I'm going to take Maybelline's Master Contour Palette. I'm going to use the contour shade in it and I'm just going to contour my cheekbones, my jawline, the temples and all of that. Once I'm done contouring, I'm just going to take the rest of the powder that's there and I'm just going to dust off all the baking that was happening, and I'm also going to remove the extra powder and I'm going to just spread the powder all over my face and my neck. So I forgot to contour my jawline, so I'm just doing that. You should actually do this step before setting your face with the powder. I'm also going to go ahead and contour my nose, and that's it for base. Now we're going to go ahead with eye makeup using the Rose Gold palette remastered by Huda Beauty, and I'm going to start applying the shade Sandalwood onto my crease. Now what is crease? If you ask, crease is basically that hollow socket in your eyes, like when you look up and then you see that sort of a dent, the socket, that is your crease. Now that is where you're going to apply a transition shade, a light shade. So I'm choosing Sandalwood and I'm just going to apply it all over the crease. You have to make sure it is a nice warm soft sort of a color. You have to make sure you blend it out completely. I'm going in swirling motions and also windpipe wiping motion. Now the next color I'm going to take is Henna from the same palette, and I'm going to apply it on the crease as well as on the outer 1/3, just to give my eyes a little more definition, a little more depth as well. Now what I'm going to do is just to add a little more depth and definition, I'm just going to apply it on the outer 1/3 and I'm going to apply it on the crease. Every time you pick up eyeshadow, you need to make sure you dust it off. That way you have little amount and you can work your way well. So that's for the outer 1/3. Now I'm going to go ahead to the 2/3, the most part of my eyelid. Now I'm taking the shade Pink Diamond from the same palette and I'm applying it all over the lid, like the first 2/3 of my lid. I'm just going to completely apply it. I'm using fingers because I feel like this way the application is the best, better than brush. Now I'm also mixing up a little bit of rose gold along with the pink diamond and applying it because I want that subtle tone. I'm going to go back with the color Cocoa from the same palette. This is like even more darker tone on the outer corner, just because now I know how much depth I need after applying the color. Now I'm going to smoke it up just a little more. So I'm taking the teeny tiniest amount of black truffle from the palette and applying it on the outer. Now I'm taking Knick Knack's palette and applying this beautiful pink shade to add a little more glitter to my eyes. Now going back to Cocoa, I'm applying it on my lower part of my eye just to smoke it out a bit. Now for eyebrows, I'm using Faces Canada Brow Defining Pencil. Now this comes with a spoolie, which is the best part about this. I'm going to start working on the outer part of my eyebrows and then working my way in, because you don't want to apply too much on the inside and make it very obvious. Now why spoolie is the best part is because you need to comb your hair once you're done applying it, because this way it will blend in with your natural hair and make your eye look really defined. Now once I'm done using that, I'm going to use my Glam Stay Defined high definition brow powder. Now this is a quick fix basically. I like to use this after applying the crayon pencil just for more definition. Now back to my eyes, I'm using Chambers eye pencil. This is such a beautiful turquoise shade. I absolutely love this. For eyeliner, I'm using my go-to Lakme's Absolute. This is so good, very efficient and affordable as well. So I'm just going to apply it. I don't want to smoke it out or wing it out or apply falsies because I'm going out. I just wanted a normal, natural look. So instead of falsies, I'm using Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara. Obviously, this is everybody's favorite as well. I'm going to make sure I coat all of my lashes really well because I'm not going to be applying falsies. I'm using Color Bar's Sweet Scarlet blush. This is my most favorite blush. It's my go-to blush. So how I like to apply it is, instead of directly applying on the apples of my cheek, I like to work my way a little bit higher up and then come to the apples of my cheek. This is a method that I learned and this works well. This makes sense also because you don't want that pop of color only on your cheekbones, right? You want it throughout and look really natural. Now the main reason I like to apply blush is because I want some color back into my face. Now that the color is back into our face, let's get some glow on our face. This is my most favorite. This is Makeup Revolution's Pro Illuminate highlighter. This is such a good highlighter. I'm going to use this on the highest point of my cheek and then the bridge of my nose as well. So this way you have like some really nice glow going on in my face. I'm also going to apply it on my cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin. And obviously not forgetting the brow bone. This way your eye makeup is complete. This is me 90% of the time asking my mom which lip shade I should be wearing. So she asked me to go ahead with both. So I'm going to show you guys. The first shade is by Faces Canada, My Desire number 13. This is a very subtle color. I really like this color, but since I was going for a little extra look, I wanted to apply the other one as well. But this is just as gorgeous. I'm applying Chambers Earthy Red on top of that, mixing the two colors so that it's not too red, too subtle, just that perfect sort of color that I was looking for. Now for hair, I decided to go with a half up, half down look. Now I'm just going to start teasing my hair from the crown and working my way to the front. Teasing is basically just picking up sections, back combing your hair just to get that extra puffiness. Now I like to do this because this gives like a very professional sort of look. Now after I'm done doing that, I'm just going to pick up the first half of my hair and I'm just going to tie it with the rubber tie. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys learned something as well. Subscribe to my channel if you guys still haven't already. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.